Welcome to the Accrue gift card program. In this tutorial, we'll cover how to process gift card transactions from the virtual terminal on your web browser. If you're new to Accrue, the main administrator of your program will arrange to have a user login created for you. You should receive an email prompting you to set up your password. Your sign-in ID or username is going to be your email address, and from this message, you can follow the link to set up your password from there. Once you've completed this step, to reach the virtual terminal page, point your web browser to vt.accrue.com. This will bring you to the main sign-in page for the virtual terminal. We do recommend at this time to bookmark or favorite this website on your browser for ease of access in future. Now that you've created your login, to log into the virtual terminal, select the Sign In with Accrue button. And from here, you're going to enter in your email address and the new password you've created for yourself. And select Sign In. Once you're logged into the virtual terminal, you'll land on the search criteria page. The search criteria page will be asking you to enter in either the card number or other relevant account information. The easiest way to retrieve a card is to search by the 18-digit card number printed on the back. Or alternatively, as a shortcut, you can search by the Accrue ID number. This is also printed on the back of the card, and it's the secondary identifying number on the back that does have a hyphen. Note, if you are searching by the Accrue ID, you want to include that dash in between the numbering. Once you have the number entered in accurately, select the search option to retrieve the card. From here, you'll enter into the main card activity page. On the left-hand side, you'll notice the business name and the location you're signed into. If you need to go back and look up a different card number, you have a Look Up New Card action. You'll also see some basic customer details or card information listed here, such as the 18-digit card number and whether or not the card is registered by the customer. If you wanted to associate any contact information or registration details about your customer to the card, you can use the Register Card button here. And you have a View Transactions tab if you want to review any history of transaction activity for that particular card. Beneath this, you'll see any available balances on the card. One thing to note is that Accrue cards have the ability to store two different types of currency: gift card dollars, and then any loyalty or promotional rewards available will be stored separately. Lastly, you'll have your transaction types to the right side. If a customer is purchasing a card and you'd like to add funds to a gift card, you would select Fund Gift. If a customer is presenting a gift card for payment method for their purchase that day, to retrieve those funds, you would select Redeem Gift. And lastly, if the card does have any loyalty or promotional funds available on it, you would select the Redeem Loyalty option to spend any amount available there. So let's start by funding a gift card. If a customer is purchasing a gift card, you can ring it in through your point of sale system as usual, like other inventory items for purchase. Collect the customer payment by debit or credit or cash as usual. And then your last step would be to sign into the virtual terminal and load those dollars onto the card using the Fund Gift button. When you select this option, enter in the full dollar amount the customer would like to buy the gift card for. You then have an option to send out an e-receipt to the purchaser. You can select this option and enter in the customer email address. Alternatively, if they prefer not to get an e-copy of the receipt, you can leave this field deselected. Lastly, you have the option to enter in a description of the transaction. You might like to enter in the invoice amount associated to your point of sale system or any other relevant transaction details. Once that information is entered in accurately, to submit the transaction, press the Fund Card button. And once your transaction completes, you'll get a pop-up receipt on screen, which will confirm the transaction completion for the dollar amount you specified. You have an option in here to print out a copy of this receipt, or if you just like to close this window, you can select to close, and you'll see your new balance available on the gift card at the bottom left. To return to the search criteria page, select Look Up New Card, and you're ready to process the next transaction. Next, let's look at a customer who would like to pay by a gift card for their purchase. Again, you can search by the 18-digit card number on the back or the Accrue ID hyphenated number. Select Search. You'll take note of any available balance on the gift card. As usual, you would ring in the customer's purchase, any inventory items, by scanning them in to your point of sale system. And if the customer presents a gift card as method of payment, you would select Redeem Gift in this case. In the Redeem Gift menu, there is an optional field to enter in a purchase amount. This would be the total invoice amount, including tax, for the customer's purchase of all the items for sale. For example, perhaps the whole bill comes to $100 with tax included. The required field that's mandatory is the dollar amount the customer would like to spend off the gift card balance. In this case, we know there's $50 available. Let's assume the customer would like to use up that full amount of the gift card towards their purchase today. Again, you have the option to send out an e-receipt to the customer or not. And then you can also enter in any relevant transaction information from your point of sale system or other relevant details here. And to complete the transaction, select Redeem Card. A pop-up receipt will post on screen, again with the option to print or to close. You'll notice that the balance of the gift card is now at zero. And if there is any residual amount that the customer is required to pay for the balance of their bill, you could collect this amount by debit, credit, or cash. To go back to the previous search page, we'll select Look Up New Card. And this time, let's search for a card that has an available promo or loyalty balance available to spend. You'll enter in the card number here. If a card has any promotional or loyalty rewards available, you'll notice that the gift card wallet may say zero, but they do have an available balance of $25 in loyalty. In such case, specifically, they've got $25 of promotional rewards available. If a customer would like to apply those rewards toward their purchase, you would select the Redeem Loyalty button instead to spend any amount available in the loyalty wallet. The Redeem Loyalty menu is identical to the Redeem Gift menu, so you would do the same thing and enter in any optional purchase amount, which is the total bill amount, including tax. And the required field, entering in the total dollar amount that they would like to spend from the balance of the card. Let's assume again they'd like to spend the full $25 available here. You can either send an e-receipt or skip this and enter in any transaction details accordingly. Redeem Loyalty will submit that transaction, and once it completes, you'll get a pop-up receipt confirming. You can select to print or close this option, and then again you'll notice that the balance is back down to zero. If you forgot to print a receipt or the customer asks for one after, you can select the View Transactions tab here and pull up any history of the transaction activity. The most recent transaction does post at the top, and you can select to print from here. Once you've completed this action, you can return back to the main activity page, pressing the back button, and to go to the search criteria page, look up New Card, and you're ready to process the next transaction from here. If you have any questions or concerns or any difficulties using the virtual terminal, you will notice a support bubble at the bottom right corner. You can actually open this window to search keywords regarding the gift card program. Any how-to documents that are available from our help desk, which is support.accrue.com, will be retrieved based on the keywords you search in this field. Alternatively, you can also leave our support team a message and open up a support inquiry by clicking the bottom right corner. You would enter in your name, the email address which we can contact you back, and any context or details about the issue or the question at hand. If it's regarding a specific card number, please do include the card number information in the details so we can assist you better. You would select Send, and this opens up a support inquiry with our team. You can also minimize this window. And lastly, if you do want to sign out of the virtual terminal at end of day, you can do so from the Account tab at the top right corner. select Sign Out, and confirm, and this will bring you back to the main sign-in page ready for the next user to log in. Thanks for watching.